false. Science just gives the probability of something being true or false. Another thing that we understand is that our brain is flawed to understand the world. It's imperfect. It's imperfect in many ways. So our memory is flawed. There's plenty of evidence about that. And the monkey who were isolated, actually, they really were having difficulty adapting in society. A lot of those studies, and we only published positive results. However, I've had so many comments from people who said, we're not comments, as a businessman, who come and tell me, he said, my employees thank you. And they're like, they don't know why, but apparently I stopped yelling at them. Apparently I'm much more kinder, and people prefer that. And I had so many testimonies. One was saying, I felt human again. Those for me talks a lot. And that's why for me, I'm still a professional cuddler, because that's the best thing in my life currently, is giving the joy to people that needs it.
I'm noticing that I wrote them as the two separate industries very clearly, because I know that so many professional cuddlers are trying so hard to delineate, right? And the more you are all speaking about it and speaking about it eloquently, I am seeing that division that's inherent in a lot of these questions is inaccurate.
Ja, hallo ihr Lieben. Ich möchte mit euch jetzt teilen, wie es mir nach dem zweiten Workshop geht und worüber er gehandelt hat. Und es war ein wirklich außergewöhnliches Thema. Es gab ein Gespräch zwischen den Kuschlern und den Escorts, den Sexarbeitern. Und es wurde geschaut, wo die Gemeinsamkeiten und Unterschiede sind von diesen beiden Industrien. Und es hat mich total berührt, weil ich auch gemerkt habe, wo ich meine Vorurteile habe. Und es hat einiges verändert, wie ich die Dinge betrachte und wie ich die Dinge sehe. Kuschler, wir haben halt eben diese klaren Richtlinien und trennen das ganz klar ab von der sexuellen Arbeit. Aber wir haben dadurch natürlich auch, ja, wir haben auch viele Vorteile. Wir sind auf der sicheren Seite, unsere Arbeit ist legal.
Instead of being like, so with the two industries, I feel more called to say with our industry, is what I'm noticing. I wanted to share that with you, and as we continue forward.
I see a sexual experience as being an all-encompassing thing. Like, I don't see a difference between the sexual labor and the emotional labor. You know, if somebody's coming to me and they're booking a 2-hour session, they're not looking for 2 hours of nonstop anal, because that is insane. That's not. God bless them.
So there's no limit. There's no place emotionally that someone would go. You'd be like, nope, can't go there. That's
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I have boundaries. I have physical and emotional boundaries, but I look at it as a holistic. But you know, they are looking for, you know, the emotional connection is part of their sexual experience. You know, and that's why they're not looking for 15 minutes. They're looking for, you know, a conversation. And that's not because conversation is not sex work. Conversation is part of what they need to have a satisfying sexual encounter. And so it really bothers me when people are like, I offer so much more than sex. Fuck you. No, you don't. Sex is so much more than penetration. Yeah.
Dabei unterscheidet sie sich zum Teil gar nicht so sehr. Also in den Aussagen, die mich eben sehr berührt haben, war zum Beispiel, dass gesagt wurde, oh, ich habe das vorher die ganze Zeit gemacht, und also jetzt von den Escorts. Und ich habe das vorher die ganze Zeit schon sowieso so gemacht und jetzt bekomme ich dafür Geld und wow, das ist so mein Traumjob mehr oder weniger.
What I've heard from so many of my clients is they're so scared that I'm just there for the money. They want somebody who wants to touch them. They want someone who wants to be with them. And so by finding my places of joy, instead of being like, well, they paid me, I guess I better spoon, I'm serving them better by saying, let's find what we both are going to find the most joy in. And they go, really? We can do that? People are hungry for finding that out. And in my sex work, I have people respond to my films and say, it looked like you were actually enjoying yourself. Like, they didn't know that could happen in porn. And to teach math, the students would be like, you're just here for the money. Right? Nobody wants to think you're just here for, right?
Aber was mich am allermeisten berührt hat, war die Tatsache, dass beide einander gesehen haben, die beiden Industrien, die Kuschelindustrie und die Sexindustrie, und sich wertgeschätzt haben gegenseitig und gesagt haben, wow, ich finde das mutig und klasse, was du machst und total wichtig. Und ich wertschätze dich als Person, ich wertschätze deine Arbeit, ich wertschätze, dass du das tust, was du magst, was du liebst, was dir gut tut. Und das hat mich sehr berührt, dass am Ende eben diese Verbindung passiert ist. Und ja, da bin ich wirklich sehr, sehr berührt und dankbar für diesen Workshop.